సో కరోనా తర్వాత కంపెనీస్కి సంబంధించి వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్ కావచ్చు, లేకుంటే ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా వస్తున్నటువంటి మూన్లైట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ సంబంధించి చాలా ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో మనతో పాటు వర్చుసా గ్లోబల్ హెడ్ ఉన్నారు. సో ఆయన అడిగి తెలుసుకుందాం. సో ఎట్లాంటి సిచ్యువేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఇప్పుడు ఐటీ కంపెనీలో రిక్రూట్మెంట్ పర్పస్లో కానీ, తర్వాత మూన్లైట్ ఇష్యూస్ కానీ, వర్క్ ఫ్రమ్ హోమ్కి సంబంధించి కానీ. సో టెల్ ద సినారియో సార్, హౌ ద సిచ్యువేషన్ ఈజ్ చేంజ్డ్ ఆఫ్టర్ కోవిడ్ అండ్ ప్రీ కోవిడ్ సార్ రైట్ నౌ ఇన్ ఐటీ కంపెనీస్?
Right now in IT companies, companies are getting adaptive to the remote management workforce. So, before COVID, it's always about people interacting. We do interview, we do hire, when we do meetings, everything was live. Now, due to COVID, everything went into the video environment. That is the big change. And the big change that we faced was on the hiring side. Okay, hiring, and specifically when you have to do the one hiring, then after you hire, onboarding them, and it's about, we always, when you build an institution, it's all about building the culture of the company. So that was the initial challenge everyone faced. So for almost 6 to 12 months, everybody was saying whether hiring will happen this way, whether we can offer, and whether person will join. If they join, will they align to the company's vision, mission and values? But moreover, in last 1 year, because I'll see COVID as 3 waves between March of 2020 to about December of 2020. Really, it was a learning phase for all the companies. So between December to March or April, we know, okay, we have to live the life this way, and we were all geared up. Okay, this is the way that we are going to continue. Between April 21, what happened was April 21 to June was really bad, till August was bad. We once again went into the mode of complete remote. Then after September 21, people started reaching out, and actually they wanted to come back to work, they wanted to get engaged, and we are all engagement meetings. Even in December 2020 we had a meeting. Then in Jan we made a point that we get connected with people. So wherever they are, we went and reached out to them, and they were also interested in whatever the best mode of transport that they can come in. So that becomes a very good model that we have established. And now with office going into the return to office, people wanted to come back to work. We can see that feeling, and one of the requests that is coming in is because of as I told you, we have exponentially grown in the India market. As a company itself, we have grown very well, and in the India market we were in 17,000. Now we are almost 27,000 people in India. So it's a large headcount which have grown. So the situation is, we wanted them to know what is our office, how a manager will look like, and what are all the behaviors, and it's like understanding about the company and the company expectation. For that, we were able to connect, and we are meeting up with the people. And when return to office happens, we need to see how people will react. And we are a company, always we believe in working together collaboratively. That's what the current process is working on.
So far, how many people are working from work from home, and how many people, percentage of people coming to the offices?
If you ask me, 10 to 15% are coming into the office. What that means is 10% assume that that may be equal to a 50% in a hybrid model. Right, one day at least they come into office. Weekly once they come into office. For project needs, they go to office, they come into office. And for security related reasons, there are some programs that we do are highly secure that customers wanted us to operate. So those types of things which are happening, and on average 10% is the number that we are currently seeing across at least the India region.
So what kind of best practices in HR especially, so Virtusa is doing?
So if you ask me, there are 3 things. Best practices, rather than talking generically, I'll talk about one, about campus, right? When you are hiring people from campus, we always like to get associated with the campus right from year 2. We don't go on year 4 and go and hire people. So we do something called Center of Excellence. We have established with around 85 universities, 85 colleges across India, where we will go and we will say, it can be a full stack engineering, it can be a Google, it can be a cloud, it can be to call Adobe or a Pega, those types of COEs we build and help college kids go through those center of excellence inside the company.
Okay.
And whoever go through the training, they get hired. They get hired for us, they get hired for some other company too. So that is the seeding phase that we do.
You will give the training.
No, we set the excellence and train the professors.
Oh, great.
So that helps in, that it is not about just for Virtusa. When professors, they come into our office. Even during COVID days, they were getting trained in the video facility, and we train them. After the training, they also write, they go through the certification process, and we give them awards, who is the top professor.
Uh-huh.
So that is what, because these are all the things that we do at the step 1 level.
Okay.
Second one, when college kids come and join, we have something called engineering IQ. So always the measurement is, as Virtusa, we are an organization, we believe in learning.
Okay.
We believe in continuous learning, because when you continuously learn, your relevancy in the marketplace is very high. Okay, we don't just hire and drop them into the project. We, in parallel, we do a lot of programs that will help them to upgrade their skills. Okay, that is one area. Then the second one, if you notice, we have a first year they come out of college, then they get allocated into the program. Then they get allocated to the project in 3 to 6 months time frame post their training, and they are exposed to one of the best Fortune 500 companies when they work with us. That is the key differentiation. We don't put them on to regular programs, because since already they have been through this extensive training, we push them, or we ensure that they are a part of good programs in the company.
Mm-hmm.
So that good programs will help them learn faster, and they get attracted to the global market sooner. So if you look at the average time, if somebody spends in Virtusa for a period of a fresher, I just finished the discussion with the placement office and everybody. So the average time, if you come and spend in Virtusa, the opportunities that they get to work in global companies, as well as we don't hire a mechanical, civil. No, we are very clear about who we wanted to hire, what programs that they wanted to grow, and what learning they have to grow in EAQ, what score they get. Then deploy them into the project. That we are a more structured organization rather than not a lift and shift organization. That is the key differentiation. What HR does is ensure everybody has a clear career growth, how they can grow well, how they can perform well in the company, and show them the mirror from a performance standpoint. That's the way that we operate.
So basically, you are concentrating on rural areas also. You have any differentiation like urban and rural colleges? That's kind of situation.
No. We go and primarily we believe in center of excellence campuses. So whoever sets up the COE with us, then it becomes a primary college for us to go and hire people from them. We don't differentiate between a city, urban, rural, nothing. So, but to qualify for that, they need to have good facility, they need to have good professors, they need to have the continuous way of learning, and they have to participate with us. So, if they are not participating with us, then this is not going to happen, because we believe in learning and the outcome based model. That is
so for how many colleges you have tied up, and universities, do you have any tie-ups with MOUs with private universities like that?
Yes, very much. You can, it can be Andhra or Telangana or Tamil Nadu or Chandigarh. We have tie-ups with almost 85 colleges. I think it comprises of some 65 universities. So we have tie-ups, and we completely focus on the quality. And if they qualify, then we hire them. So they go through a strict coding process. It is not, we believe in hiring for capability and competency. Then at the same time, we check for other softer skills. So primarily that is, they go through the coding process with us. So that's the way we hire.
So in recruitment process, especially, you have both hit a campus recruitment and in the same company direct recruitments also. So how much percentage comes from campus recruitment, and how much you will prefer from direct campus?
So if I hire 100 people in a year, almost 40% come from campus, 60% comes from lateral. That's the way this. It's a 40% to 60% split. That's what we do.
So, come to the salaries point of view, sir. As a freshers from when you are recruiting from campus recruitment, how much they will earn, and how the increments level will be changed from normal other companies to Virtusa?
Good question. So when somebody gets hired from a COE college, I told about COE college, right? COE college guys, they get 5.25 lakhs as the starting salary. Okay. But if somebody is from a non-COE, so we go to non-COE, we call it as a pooled campus. So we wanted to give benefit of doubt to them, because not every college will qualify, but we can't ding the kids who are studying there, right? So we go them, but they will not be specialized in these areas of certification. So their productivity or the time to bill will be delayed. So they will start at a 4.25, 4.5 lakhs for them. That is starting salary, and it goes up based on different measurement or the benchmark that we have put in. Compensation level for a fresher goes up to a 8.5, 9 lakhs in the company. So that's what it is. And to give you another perspective is, if somebody is in the company and performing well 3 to 4 years, their salary doubles. So that is because our focus is campus. At the same time, it's 40% campus and 60% lateral. And when you have campus, we wanted to really make them successful. That's the mantra of the company.
So you are the global head. So how the global scenario situations right now? So after 2019 onwards up to 2022. So how the scenarios are changing? And most of the global practices are like the situation of Corona. So how you analyze it?
So specifically around IT. Till date, I am not seeing much change. So actually, heavy opportunities. It's like heavy. The retention becomes one of the challenges. What has changed is big opportunities. Because earlier, when you are hiring, and even at a global front, if they have to, if somebody is resigning from the company, now a lot of positions are getting moved into different. Nobody asks for which location you are in. So earlier, when you hire for New York based location, then the question is, hey, this person needs to be in New York. Now he can be in Texas, or he can be in whichever place he wants. So that we are seeing, and then even somebody can sit in London and work for US, and that is becoming more and more. Flexibility is something that I see in the marketplace after COVID. Okay, but now almost we are in the era of COVID almost gone. And will that flexibility will continue? We have to wait and watch, because there are a lot of regulatory reasons. So every governments are looking in different eyes. So we closely monitor this, and based on it, as a company, will take a decision then and there. But I see demand raising on every job front. So during COVID, yes, everybody went through a very bad phase. That was for 6 months. Then after 6 months, it's a course correction. Everyone did it, and realized, and they have moved in every job. Who somebody is a part of hospitality, every job, hospitality industry. Okay, they believe, okay, this is not going to work out, so let me be a DoorDash driver. Okay, it's like everybody changed their way of working, and that's the way it's.
Last question from my point of view. So what about your opinion on Moonlight concepts? Most of the companies like Wipro, Infosys, whatever name those big IT companies, they are talking about the Moonlight. Is this acceptable for company point of view or employee point of view?
So my 2 cents in this is, I sign up a contract with the company that I will do 1, 2, 3, 4 things. So if I really do those things, they have to respect, employees have to respect what they have signed up with. Because as a company, we sign up with our customer. Okay, with customer believes us, and same belief that we want employee to work with us. I'm not saying it is right or wrong. If I'm you will see I'm not talking about Virtusa, generally you will see in the US, when you book a Uber, almost 30% of Uber drivers will be some tech folks. So they'll say, I finished my job. Okay, it is a completely irrelevant job, right? So it's not technology. So I like driving. Okay. So I'm bored about sitting at home. So I do between 6 to 10. So if you are doing something which is not relevant and after your office time, which is permissible, then I support that side, rather than is it a right, wrong, and because contractually everybody has a bind. Company has a bind, employee has a bind, everything has liabilities. So that's where my 2 cents
So
are.
how the attrition rate situations are right now? So you mentioned that after COVID, lots of new things learned. Most of the IT companies, where they can they can sit anywhere and they can do the work. So is there any attrition rate more than 10%? Is this true in IT sector?
So attrition has increased. Attrition average has increased in the IT sector. There is no doubts about it, because of opportunities. Everyone wants to, the offshoring has increased, okay, and demand supply curve. You see it in a different eye. I see this attrition in a different eye. So during COVID time, attrition reduced. During COVID time, business reduced for everyone. So sudden after COVID time, floodgates opened for every industry. Yeah. So because of that attrition, obviously attrition or opportunities or new joiner, everything increased. Now we are seeing some stabilization in the industry. Okay, always there is a course correction that will happen. That's what we are seeing. So it's you lose 1 year, so you do double next year. We can't benchmark that double in everything, so that course correction will happen. It's a law of averages. That's the way I put it.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్ ఫర్ యూర్ టైం.
Thank you, Rash. Thank you. Bye.
సో ఇది అంటే ఒకవైపు అట్రిషన్ రేట్ పెరుగుతున్నా కూడా సో సిచ్యువేషన్ అనేది మారుతోంది. ఇంకోవైపు ఎక్కడైనా సరే ఉండి వర్క్ చేసుకున్నటువంటి ఫెసిలిటీస్ కనపడడం వల్ల సో ఫ్రెషర్స్ మాత్రం మంచి అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయని చెప్తున్నటువంటి పరిస్థితి కనబడుతుంది. వీడియో జర్నలిస్ట్ నాగరాజుతో రాజ్ కుమార్, సాక్షి టీవీ.